Let me know when you're ready to go.
All right. Yeah, whenever. What's up?
Hey, not much. Just I guess hanging out here at
Yeah.
town hall.
Well, I have already recorded a tour with Albanakers, which went up, and a tour with Benito, which will be going up tomorrow. So you're next in line because the Civic is not available at the moment. So
Oh, are you going alphabetically?
I was.
Gee, thanks. I'm glad to be on this list of alphabetical names.
Hey, I'm trying to do tours of everybody who's been on the server long enough to have builds. Just one thing to introduce my viewers to everybody, and another thing just to, add an extra day of content to the week.
Because you're being lazy.
Hey, sometimes it helps.
Sure does.
Easy content is a wonderful thing. So
That's definitely understandable. I guess let's start with the first build I did on the server, which would be the town park.
yay.
So I built this. Oh, hi, Mr. Creeper. Oh, I don't have a bow, but I have arrows. That's good. Hi.
Ooh.
Wow. Whoa. Wow. You started blinking before I even got to you.
Yeah. I had one actually blow up on top of me earlier today after I swung my sword at it enough times that I thought it was going to die. But, yeah, that didn't happen.
Well, apparently, town park is not the safest thing in the game. I guess. So, yeah, this is the park. You can find my builds are easy to find. They generally have banners on them, at least one.
Yep.
Or two or more. Uh, and I built this fountain. I'm pretty proud of this fountain. I gotta say, I like the fountain.
like it. It's a good fountain. I like it very much.
Yeah, it's very, very basic, but looks nice at the same time. It sort of was an attempt to trying multiple different textures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's a good fountain. It's definitely better than than some of the ones I've built.
so it's got a bunch of There's more stuff over here. What did people? This thing's got haste on it. Apparently, people are breaking my torches and not putting them back, so things are spawning. So originally, this was all a farm area, so that's why there is the farm in the corner. It was sort of a bit of an homage back to it. Oh, why? Oh, that's right, to cover the water. So I put in this farmland so that we have, some wheat, and also, like I said, just sort of an homage to the original fact this used to be a farm, and to add some color.
Yep.
So I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. I guess from here, the next place to go is we can head to my tower, which I know you've seen the tower a couple of times. Since we did take the tour together and stuff. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I did end up losing all that footage because of my computer crashing. So
Yeah.
that's another reason I'm going around getting tours from everybody is I don't have that tour footage from before.
Let me see if my bow's in here, because apparently this place is a lot more dangerous than it looks. Hey, there's my bow. Hi, bow. Let's hear another freaking spider.
Yep.
All right, so this way...
There are just spiders all over the place.
They're probably coming off of Albanakers Tower. This way is our kind of business district, as you can see.
Yep.
And lots of builds around here. People have been building stuff. It's been good. So we've got a lot of different things going on. And this big tower, I call it the Orb, is my monstrosity that I built. I had a different envisionment with it when I originally constructed it, but this is how it ended up. I actually wanted to do something a little bit more different. I wanted the chains to actually come from the corner towers, but I just couldn't find a good way to do it.
The diagonal.
So, yeah, I just couldn't make the diagonal to work the way I wanted it to.
Yeah,
so,
that would be difficult.
and also it ended up being, man, man, I redid these pillars like 8 times before they ended up where they're at now. Like, they kept moving out further and further, and this thing just kept getting bigger and bigger every time I built it. So I decided to say, screw it, and this is what I did. This is where it ended.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 of us, so we might as well take the ladder. It's a little slower, but it'll get us up there.
Yeah.
So there's a ladder on the side, and I ended up opting to leave the redstone exposed just because I thought it looked really cool. Gave it kind of an industrial look.
Yeah. And you get quite a good view, too, so...
Yeah, no, the tower definitely has a great view from it. Not as good as, like, Wooly's tower, which is a little bit taller.
Yeah, I heard about that competition that was going on.
Oh, there's a minecart up here. Just chilling. Just chilling, apparently. Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. Got a minecart. It's probably one of the minecarts that, when it got ridden up once, got displaced or something.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they do.
Especially if you log out and it glitches the wrong direction or whatever.
Yeah, it might have been one of these iron golems too. Might have hit it or something. So this is the office. It's not completely done. I still want to add some stuff down here and whatnot. Like, I'd like to add in some kind of floors in here, or some like a kitchen and a bathroom on either side, kind of thing is what I've been thinking about doing. I just haven't gotten the mojo to come back and do it yet.
That would make sense.
Yeah, like, there's 2 sides here that are completely blank, so I want to put some stuff here for sure. And then one of the things I'm proud of, if you look at, like, the chain links there, and you look at, like, here where the chain links come through, I did this cracked stone, and I have it kind of randomly dispersed around where the chains come through.
Yeah,
I like that. Make it look like it's distressed by the actual fact that there's these, massive chains holding up a concrete building, basically.
Yeah, because concrete, I actually drove a concrete mixer for a while. Concrete does not have the tensile strength horizontally. It has compacting strength.
Very much so. Unless you put a lot of rebar in it.
Yeah.
That's about the only way. So I thought I only put like 3 iron golems up here, but there's like a billion. So I don't know what that's all about.
Maybe somebody decided to help you out.
Maybe.
Add to your collection.
So probably where I'm the proudest is upstairs here. This is the office area. And I love the way these turned out. Like, honestly, these are probably some of my favorites. And they're all kind of different. They've got flower pots in all of them. There's different flowers in each one. Then there's a couple of people in each one too. Some of them have computer monitors. Some of them don't. Sort of just a mix of everything. So I really like the way this ended up here. It's probably one of my more favorite, like, little mini builds that I've done, with the way it looks, kind of giving it some life to a dead area. Yeah,
I definitely like the employees. It's cool adding characters to it.
I actually ended up recording something when I was going to do the what was it called? That one mod pack, that Agrarian Skies one that everybody was doing for a while. It wasn't Agrarian Skies. It was the one with In the End.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it's called right now.
So was it? It wasn't Material Energy or one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah, I think that's it.
With all the AE2 dimension type stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
I was gonna do that, and I actually put together some stuff, and I recorded like this long intro that had like sound effects and music and a bunch of really cool stuff, and I never did anything with it. So that's another reason why the office is kind of here. I use this as a sort of part of the intro skit. So, and of course, here's my office. It's big, luxurious, lots of wood, nice big chair.
Lots of paintings.
Yeah, gotta make it look nice, man.
Yeah.
More banners. Man, I got these banners everywhere.
You know what? I love how having a high definition texture pack makes the banners look better.
Yeah, so there's like, people always call them like I don't know, tiers or whatever, but if you look at it, the like whisker things right next to the nose part give it more of that 3-dimensional, like it looks like a snout.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even really notice them that much, but yes.
Yeah, they're just like little like mustachy kind of things, but if you look at it in like Faithful or something, it looks more like a 3-dimensional snout kind of thing and gives that extra little texture. Yeah. So anything like Faithful and above, it looks really good. And even in like Standard, it still looks all right, but it looks a lot better in like Faithful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running like I think Faithful 64 on top of Redcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Because Redcraft Smooth is awesome looking.
Yeah. And then let's head back down. Remember, spacebar at the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, not shift.
Not shift. Not shift. So I think this was my first kind of big build that I did on the server. And like when I don't know if you ever saw my original house that I did, but I made like this tiny little house.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, had everything you ever would need though in it. Like it had a crafting table, it had, what's it called? Ender chest.
It was a stand in one place and reach everything.
It absolutely was. The only downside was that when you respawned in it, you would not spawn in it because there was no actual spawning area. Yeah. So that was the only downside to it, but it still was kind of fun. So I guess let's head over that way because that has evolved substantially.
Yeah.
Since then to what it is now. And what I've referred to it as is what I call the facility. And it's supposed to be sort of a insane asylum is kind of what I was going for. Oh, and there's a build that we can stop at on the way over there too. That's probably my second. Well, in total, it's my favorite build that I've ever done, but it's definitely like interior designing isn't as good. It's more of an exterior looking kind of place the way I built it, and it's called Jenny's Diner. And Jenny's Diner is it was the. Do you watch Family Guy at all?
Not recently, but I have.
You watched Family Guy in the past. Do you remember the episode where there was it was the Y2K episode after the world ended?
That was the one where for some reason I'm thinking that's the one where they all turned into mutants, but that's not the one.
No, Stewie did. Stewie turned into a mutant in that one. That's the only person.
Oh, okay.
So, man, my frame's really dropping. I look this way. What is that?
Yeah.
Like 26, and I look this way.
Only when I look at Drax's place. Everywhere else jumps up to like 60.
No, I'm getting it. Drax's, I'm fine. It's like right here between Lori and Torbray's place.
Yeah, I'm getting 50-ish at there, but if I look over at Drax, it drops down to 30, 20.
That's weird.
I don't know. Well, this server is weird for FPS, but
well, it's been here a while. There's lots of builds everywhere, so we've done a pretty good job at kind of keeping compact and keeping close to everything.
Yeah.
So, well, anyways, back to the Family Guy reference. The joke was, in that episode that they were going to make a Denny's Diner, and they were going to make a secondary Denny's Diner so that they could be like, ooh, let's go to the other one on the other side of town. That's the better one.
Yes.
And so I was going to build two of these. I never got around to building the second one. It was actually going to be right next to where Drax's ice shop is.
Okay.
And I ended up pulling my banner down, and someone built a shop there, it looks like.
I would suggest if you decide to do another one anyway, put it next to Nuketown. It'll blend right in.
It would, but it's kind of close. I might still do that. I don't know. I haven't gotten around to building another one yet, but I'd like to. But this is definitely one of my second, like, exterior wise. I love the way this build looks from the outside. It looks really cool. I got the parking lot with the granite. Everything's obviously lit up because I think these are jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah.
And
before the Lag Factory Guardian Farm was invented.
Yeah. Well, no, I still would have used jack-o'-lanterns. They're cheap and easy to get. And then, obviously, got jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know if you had fast on the leaves or not, but I got that under the fence. And, someone took the frame down. There used to be a frame here that had a golden apple in it. So,
you know what? The Nuketown sign had disappeared, and somebody
fixed it.
So maybe frames just
glitched out or something?
Yeah.
Well, the apple actually disappeared a while ago, so that actually has been gone for a while. So,
I think the Nuketown sign has been gone for a while, too.
Well, the apple disappeared before the item frame did. The item frame just disappeared. But, yeah, so this is the interior.
Somebody just wanted the apple.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. It's not a big deal. This is the interior. Like I said, kind of boring. Nothing fantastic in here. Got the kitchen back here. And then out around back, there's the fridge. Like most restaurants have a big fridge and then a semi-truck here. And there used to be an armor stand right here that was positioned in such a way that this torch was coming out of the guy's face. It looked like he was smoking.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked pretty well. So
very nice. Okay, well, I guess eventually maybe you'll be able to do that again, but
yeah, I'll probably put it back. It looks like it might have probably gotten hit by an arrow. There used to be a lot of things around here. So anybody who was
that would make sense.
Anybody who was wandering around could have hit it or something. No big deal. So this is the wall. It is the bane of Lapis Laurie's existence.
Well, it's in the residential district, and it's very much not residential.
Well, that's why there's a wall here. It's to, hide it from the residential district. It's not like it's that obtrusive of a wall. It looks nice, I think. I got my banners. I've got a few of my banners on there. So it adds a little texture at least. It's not just a big gray brown bland wall.
Yep.
And yeah. So I guess we can come in and just close the door behind us. It's like the most basic redstone ever.
Yep.
I'm not the best redstoner, and so most of the time my redstone turns out it's ridiculous. So in here we've got a couple of different builds. I've got my semi-truck for when I moved in kind of thing was my thought. Mm-hmm. This is where my outhouse used to be, and I removed that and replaced it with this hut, which really right now is just a giant empty room. So pretty much everything around here is kind of an empty room right now. We have the power plant, which I just have in here. These are supposed to be like boilers. So these are my, big old boilers that are supposed to be generating power, and I need to build some more stuff in here and whatnot. I haven't.
Sometimes things happen.
Yeah, stuff. And then this is the facility itself. And I gotta say, I do actually like the grounds around here. I'm actually pretty happy with the way the grounds look. Got the little fountain here, just a little water feature. It's a nice recessed building with a couple of levels here that are, they're not there for much of anything. And then inside, it's just a giant open room right now. If you get in, yeah, there you go. And my goal in here is to one day go through and add floors. And I want to make this place kind of realistic. So instead of it, just being giant rooms, I actually want to have, like small rooms that are maybe 4 by 6 blocks or something like that in size, with like a bed in it and a couple of other things and stuff like that. And probably have some rooms on one of the floors that are all padded and whatnot, use like wool for the walls.
Yeah.
To give it that padded room look and things like that. But eventually in here, there'll be floors, and this is going to actually be a large open atrium area. So there'll be a receptionist desk in here that goes off to the different hallways, and probably have in the middle be like a gym slash what's the word? Kitchen. I can't think of the word for it because I haven't been in high school for years.
Cafeteria?
Yeah, that's the word. A cafeteria, like in the middle here, so that it connects to it and kind of have that be a large open room in the middle, and then from there have the different rooms on the side and whatnot. So,
well, what you could do to help give you ideas for this build? Play some Prison Architect.
Yeah, that'd be good. Prison Architect or some Arkham Asylum as well. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh God, iron doors. So I guess from there, we can head down. And down was originally where everything was supposed to be. And the main reason I ended up claiming everything up on the surface was because, honestly, I started building my base underground. And I kind of didn't want anyone to build on top of me and dig down into my base. And so I decided to just kind of claim everything up on top instead. Do you have a camera account by any chance?
I do not.
Okay. So if you had a camera account, you could log into it one day and you can fly down underneath here. And underneath here is a massive 40 by 40 area of spawning pads that all funnel up into this central area here and then end up falling down into the other room. It's just a huge area. And it's actually pretty good. Like, it's surprising how fast it is. You can stand here. There they go already. And you can stand here pretty quickly. And there's a lot of stuff that'll start flowing through. It's pretty neat.
Cool. I'll pull it up in replay mod later and take a look.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you got that replay stuff.
It's really useful because it's like you get to revisit the world in Spectate and watch yourself playing as you see things that you wouldn't have noticed beforehand.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. So one of these days I probably will. So this was, or is hopefully one day going to be my storage facility. And my goal with this is actually what I'm going to do is, and once I ever finish these walls, is that there's going to be a large minecart system around here, and I'd put like a woolly Vader in the middle here. And what would happen is along the edge of the walls there would be levers that I would go, and I'd pull the lever and I'd say, hey, I want this item. So I'd pull this lever, and then I'd push a button, and when I push the button, that minecart would be sent out, pop up in the middle here. I can collect what I want out of it, and then I can send it back. There'd be a return button, and it would send it back into the system and put it back to where it was. So one day.
Yeah.
That's one of those projects that I plan to work on and get done. I still need to figure out the logistics for it because there's quite a bit. And also I need to go through and finish the walls. And as you can see here behind you is sort of the design I'm going to be going with the snow and the quartz pillars and going around. And I actually have a lot of quartz now. I went out and did a collection, and I ended up with, like, I don't even know how many stacks.
I think you said it was something like 11 or 12 stacks.
More than that. Oh yeah, that's right. You were with me when we did that.
Yes.
So I collected a lot, and I've been busting it down slowly. It's a lot more than that. Like, I've already probably broken down 16 stacks worth of quartz.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you say it was something like 20 or 19 stacks or something? It was almost a full inventory.
I think I still have like 8 stacks of just quartz ore. It's pretty ridiculous.
It was close to a full inventory, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's why I ended up stopping. So this is my little zombie kind of thing. They just fall into here, and this is where I kill them. I just have a crusher in the back. Real basic. This is kind of simple and crappy. But I get enough stuff from it, so the only downside is the witches won't die, so you have to kill them off manually or whatever. But yeah, it works well enough. Yeah. And then underneath it, I just have a large room that I kind of plan to do something with. I was actually going to, my goal was to drop them down here, the mobs, and then end up shuffling them off into other areas, you know, doing a mob splitter or something, so I can get the zombies off into another area from the creepers and the skeletons, and maybe also then split the zombies off again with the villager zombies and do stuff with them like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like this room too. I
don't think I've seen this one on camera.
Oh, I built it on camera. I think I built it on camera.
I must have missed that episode.
I might not have. I don't know. I did a lot of this building. I've done a lot of digging. So this is probably the most digging I've done for builds. And I only could go down so far because below that room there was an Enderman here. I just saw particle effects right in front of my face. That was random. So I guess there's only one thing left to show you, and this isn't done yet. This was supposed to be the farms. One day I'll get those farms done too. There's going to be
it's a lot of one day.
There is. It's going to be like my goal was 3 or 4 large circle pods, kind of like what I did over there, in tiers going down. With the first one being like animals, and the second one being soon TM, and then the second one being like a wheat area, and then another one being like carrots and whatnot, or maybe like wheat, carrots, and potatoes. And then beets, where we get those. And then the last one being like melons and pumpkins and things.
Yeah.
So the last thing is my exit. And we can head into the Nether real quick if you follow me up. Yep. And I'll show you my last build. The only other thing I can show you is really, really far away and not worth it. There's nothing to really see there other than just a jungle that's been torn up. And I want to redo one of these days. I'll come back in here and I'll replace this smooth stone with diorite, so it looks kind of like, you know, like if you bust the wall here, you have an entrance kind of thing. But I'll put like a hopper underneath it to do, instead of the button like this, is what I'm thinking. So I can throw like some garbage in it, and it'll trigger the redstone.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah. So then there's not just a button sitting there that's obvious.
Just a hopper minecart even underneath, so that there's nothing visible at all.
That'd be good. So that's supposed to be like the secret entrance exit, you know, kind of thing, or the secret hideaway exit. So that way, if let's say, you know, the base is under siege for whatever reason, we can sneak out. I don't know. I do a lot of things in my head that are goofy, and that was sort of one of those things. So this is the sewers. These were built by Tick, and that's where my base sneaks out through.
Yeah. I need to actually extend some over to the road section near where my starter house area is.
Yeah, the sewers are sort of a group project. Tick works on them the most, but everyone kind of has pitched in. I know I've done some digging in them too, and I know Lori's done a lot of digging in them as well. So it really just kind of depends. Oh wow, somebody added in like overgrowth down here. That's cool.
Yeah. The sewers are basically the spawn cobble gen.
Yeah, in many ways, and my base is too when I start digging. All right, so this might be the wrong direction. Maybe. I think this goes up.
I didn't even know this existed, so...
I think I went the wrong way. We did! This goes down. We wanted to go up, which that door is, I think, on the other side. Wrong door! Sorry.
Well, the stairs would indicate that it goes down.
Well, I didn't know if it went down to go up. There it is. Look, people do weird things, okay? Some people build stuff strangely, and I can't explain it.
Protective gear required beyond this point.
Alright, so... Through here, we can see the sluice controls, which are, again, done by Tick. So, none of this is my building. This isn't what we came to see. This is just how we came out. And this pops us up where we want to be. Which is why we came this way.
I will get a more detailed explanation from Tick when I get around to his tour. If he becomes available.
Yep. Alright, so now we enter into the Nether.
Cool.
As you lag into the portal.
Yep.
Oh, what is this?
I always end up facing the wrong direction because I turn around when I get in the portal. I believe this is part of the new Nether hub. And wow, my screen is glitching out weird.
Part of the new Nether hub. Oh.
Yes.
What? Okay.
Nemson's been working on a new hub. I'm getting some really weird...
We're in the Nether.
Yeah. No, it's not frame drops. It's like my screen is stuttering.
Oh, I've been getting that too. I've been getting that a lot recently.
Everything's going transparent. I can see you through the wall because the wall doesn't exist.
That's weird. Well, we always kind of decided to not have a Nether hub, so because we were honestly planning to do everything over land travel, like we really didn't expect, like even for stuff that's far away, we were planning to do everything over land. So that's why there's no Nether hub, because we weren't planning to use the Nether for anything other than just utility.
Yeah.
Or utility stuff. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, he's making it just to connect all the different little tunnels that go all over the place already.
Yep. And this is the final thing. This is my final build. I tend to build one of these on almost every server because they're nice and useful. Yep. So to show you where it's at, it's an iron pressure plate, just because.
Yeah.
This is the Nether smelter. And there's just a chest up there to put stuff in, chest down here to take stuff out, and over here is the fuel, which seems to be missing some buckets. Hi, Mr. Zombie Pigman. Wonder if somebody absconded with a couple buckets, because there should be more in the system. Yeah, we're like low on buckets. Probably somebody put them in their inventory and ran off with them by accident. No big deal. Yep. It's not like iron is a it's just commodity around here.
It's only the most expensive resource on the server.
Yeah, pretty much. So, can you not be in here, guy? Apparently this guy wants to hang out in here. So, anyways, this is pretty much the last thing I have really that I've built on the server that I would be willing to show on camera. This is actually done. This is a completed build.
Cool.
Like completely completed. Like I'm happy with this build.
So you're saying it's your only completed build on the server?
No. I mean, Jenny's Diner is done.
Oh, that's true.
The park is pretty much done. The park is always an ever evolving area, though. The park never is going to be done. It's always changing.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for the tour of your builds.
Yeah.
And not that my viewers didn't know who you were or anything, but if I have any new viewers who didn't know who you are, now they're getting to see some of your stuff. So, yay.
Now they know.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks for the tour. I think that's pretty much it.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Guess we'll see you around.
Later.
Bye.